When the lady is constantly telling you that sex is a duty, is a chore, she doesn't like it. She's not lying. She doesn't like it with you. When she says, I don't like sex, hard with me. Simple. If you as a man at some point in your life you've experienced that this particular girl that you're with, she loves you, you know she loves you, and you give her everything, you provide for her, you do a lot for her. She has absolutely no reason for her to cheat. Like deep down, this girl has absolutely no reason. You do literally everything for her, and then you find out that she's cheating on you with this random guy. To you, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. I give this girl the world. It might have not happened to you before. Maybe your friend, maybe someone and then the story doesn't make sense to you because this guy does everything for her. Why would she cheat on him? It's not making sense. What is so special about that sex that she's not having with her man, that she's having with this man? Well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. These things are, to you, it doesn't make sense, but to her, it makes a lot of sense. And the reason why this happens, I'm going to break it down for you in this video. Stay tuned till the end of this video to find out your answers. You see, the problem is most men they confuses sexual attraction with romantic attraction, and these things are different. That is why this girl that you know that she loves you, she really loves you from the bottom of her heart. From her heart, she loves you. You know she loves you, you know, but you do not know that that particular love she has for you, it is called romantic love. It is a romantic attraction that she feels for you. She does not feel that sexual attraction for you. And there is a whole lot of difference between these two things. And in this video, I will be clarifying everything. I'll be breaking them down, and you're going to know, you know, after this video, you can check your relationship, check your situationship, check whatever kind of relationship you have with this particular girl, and find out, you know, the type she has for you. Because these things are going to, they are high openers. It's going to help you down the line, how you deal with things. When in a situation where she cheats out of the blue, you're not going to be surprised because you're already expecting it. You know, you've come across it before, you've heard it before. So in this video, I'll be breaking it down for you. Also, at any point in this video, I'll be dropping a powerful tip that is going to help you, you know, to overcome these challenges. It's going to be so powerful. You cannot afford to miss this tip. You can't. It's going to be a lifesaver, literally. If you have gone through this before, you've been with this woman before, a lady before, and you do literally everything for her, you know, you do a lot for her. You've given her your heart, you've given her your being, all your finances, everything. You've invested a lot in her. And at some point, you find out that she's cheating. Then stay tuned. This video is for you. You can't afford to miss that powerful tip. Now, let's dive straight into the video. So, number one, romantic attraction is equal to fuzzy and warm feelings. Now, I'm going to explain this to you. The first thing you are going to notice in a romantic attraction or relationship or dynamic is she will always talk about your personality, how generous you are, the things you do for her. She talks about you know, how best your personality is. These are the things, she sees in you. And these things are very nice. But the danger is that it puts you in the provider box. Once she starts seeing you for your personality, she starts seeing the nice things you do for her. She starts saying you're a nice man, you are a very caring man, you're a generous man, you know. She puts you in the provider box, and that is the last box she wants to be. If you really want to enjoy this girl to the fullest, you want the best version of her, you cannot afford to be in her provider box. Because once she has locked you in the provider box, you're cooked. Like you're literally cooked, my bro. You can't get out. You cannot get out. Why in the sexual attraction she does not give a flying damn about your personality? In fact, your personality is off the table. She doesn't care. She doesn't care how you treat her. That's why you see some boys, you call them bad boys, the way they treat a lady as trashly as possible. She complains to her friend that he's a very trashy person. He treats me badly, he beats me, he does this. I do not encourage beating. But it happens. This dynamics happens. You see a guy treating a girl as trashly as possible, and she still rolls with him, she's still after him. To you, it doesn't make sense. It's not logical. It doesn't make sense. You know. But the reason why she feels that way for him is because of the attraction she feels for him, which is a sexual attraction. It is not a romantic attraction. So she does not care about his personality. She doesn't care about how you treat her. She doesn't care about who he is. What she cares about is how it makes her feel. You know, because her body craves him. Her body literally craves him. And no matter what he does to her, she's going to forgive him. Also, she does not care about comfort in that kind of dynamics. When a girl is sexually attracted to you, she doesn't care about comfort. In fact, what she just feels is, she just wants to have you anywhere, in any angle, in any location. In fact, the riskier the settings and location, the more she wants it. The riskier the location, the more she wants it. Because it intensifies the whole experience for her. Number two, romantic attraction can exist without desire. Now, I am going to shock you. You know, as a man, this lady might adore you. She might be loyal to you as long as the man she feels those sexual desires for is not within touching distance. She stays loyal because she's happy with you. You make her happy, right? You provide for her. You do a lot of things for her. You make her feel like the best woman in the world. She's happy. She loves you. She stays loyal as long as she's not seeing she has not, met with a guy that triggers those feelings, those sexual attractions. She might be loyal to you as long as that guy or those men, they are not within touching distance. She might be proud of you, of your achievements. She might speak so good of you outside, anywhere in public, you know, but she's never ever going to feel that raw sexual feelings for you. That raw sexual desire, she's not going to feel it for you, my man. She's not going to feel it for you because you already the provider box. The kind of love she has for you is a romantic love. She sees you as a very sweet, calm person. That is what she sees you for. You don't trigger those feelings from her. You don't. She feels safe and secure with you. You may ask me, why is it that she adores me, she cherishes me, she praises me, you know, she sings my praises, she talks about my achievements, she's, you know, caring and all of that. But she still doesn't feel this raw sexual hunger for me. Why? Now I'm going to let you know how you are going to know your wife or your girlfriend doesn't feel these things for you. The number one way to know, to find out, is that she never initiates. When you notice that your woman never initiates sex, she doesn't, and whenever it happens, it is because she's doing so to make you happy. Now, let's give an instance. Maybe when she initiates is when you just got her a gift and she's so excited and she's telling you that, don't worry, this night we are going to. She's doing that to reciprocate your gesture. That is not passion. She's just saying thank you. That's a thank you sex. That is literally a thank you sex. That's not a passionate one. So when she tells you these things, and you know that she initiates because you just gave her a gift or you just did something that made her so excited and happy, and she's doing that as a favor in return. Just know that she's doing it as a favor. It is not a passionate one. It doesn't come from a place of passion. It comes from a place of reward. She's rewarding your good gesture. And when you see that, do not be happy. Don't feel excited that she's initiating. No, because it doesn't come from a place of passion. It comes from a place of, reward. Three, sexual attraction can exist without liking you. I know this is going to be funny because you're going to be thinking, she doesn't like him. She doesn't like his personality. How is the sexual attraction going to come about? Now, I'm going to give you an instance. If for some of you that have expressed this before, there was a time or there has been a time where there is this particular girl you were with at that point in time, and you don't really treat her nicely. You don't really care about her. Sometimes you don't even respond to her 64 missed calls. She's calling you and blowing up your phone, but you don't care. You know, she was going to tell her friends that your personality is shit. You don't treat her well. She doesn't like you. But the instance you call her like this, she comes running. You call her for booty call, she comes running. Why do you think that happens? It's because the attraction she feels for you is sexual. She loves you because she feels this raw sexual attraction for you. And that is why when you call her, she's going to be like, but you did not answer my call. Before you know it, she comes running. She comes running, and when she comes, she gives you her best. She gives you the best sex ever. She's willing to she's willing to do anything for you. Why? Because she feels that raw sexual attraction for you. She cannot a man that she has a romantic feelings for cannot put her off. If she calls him once, he's not picking, she doesn't care. Even though she likes him or she loves him for his personality, she doesn't give a flying damn. She doesn't. She doesn't care. Because she doesn't feel those, it doesn't trigger those raw feelings from her. Those raw sexual energies, she doesn't. She doesn't feel it towards him. So when he acts anyhow, you know, she just distance herself. But for a man that she really feels those raw attraction for, those raw sexual attraction, she blows up his phone. She's constantly blowing up his phone. And then you're thinking, why? Why does this happen? He doesn't treat her nicely. Sometimes, in some dynamics, the guy beats her. I do not encourage this, but it happens in some dynamics. But she goes back running to him. Why? Because of this sexual attraction she feels for him. It is raw, it is from within. When she sees him, she turns on, it flips her switch, you know. So you need to really look into your relationship dynamics and see, where you belong. Are you in the provider box? Does she feel sexual attraction for you? Or is it just, a romantic attraction? Then you know how you move forward with that. Number four, romantic attraction is about the heart. So let me break this down. You see, romantic attraction, what she feels for you is emotional connection. When she tells you that she wants to grow old with you, when she tells you that, she wants to have kids with you in the future, when she plans a future with you, when she tells you she loves your personality, how great you are of a man, she talks about your achievements, she feels romantic attraction for you. So she feels safe and secure around you. You know, she feels so safe and secure. The money is her security, your resources are security. You provide for her, you do the best for her, you do your best for her, you know. So she feels quite safe around you. So it makes sense for her to tell you these things. It makes sense for her to tell you that she's planning her future with you because why? You are in a provider box. You provide for her. So it makes sense for her to want to spend the rest of her life with you. But not necessarily mean that you are the one she truly desires. It does not necessarily mean when she's telling you that she wants to spend the rest of her life with you, she's telling you that she wants to have your kids, like kids with you in the future. She's planning the house, you know, the the wedding vacations and all of that with you. She's bringing up those topics, like because she has placed you in the provider box, and it makes sense because you are the man that does those things for her. They crave security, for long-term commitment. They crave security, and you are providing her that security. It makes sense for her to continue to tell you these things. While in sexual attraction, it is about the wetness, the hardness, the goosebumps, you know, She's not telling you those things. She is not. When she feels a sexual attraction for you, she is not telling you those things. It is about the way you make her feel, the wetness she feels for you, the hardness, the goosebumps. She tells you, if we don't get a room right now, I'm going to lose my mind. In fact, when a lady has not said this before to you, that if we don't get a room right now, honey, I'm going to lose my mind. Just know that, bro, you cooked. That girl you with, she's cooking you badly, bro. Just know, for real, she's cooking you badly. If she hasn't tell you these things before, if you have not experienced this thing with her before, because you are never going to enjoy the best of her. Never. Number five, romantic attraction values stability. In a romantic settings or dynamics, she values, stability. She likes your job that provides her needs. She wants a dependable, responsible, predictable man. She loves your calm life. She loves that you make a lot of money. She loves that you spend this money you make on her. She feels happy. The stability you give her, the consistency you show her, she loves it. She's happy that you plan the future with her. But in a sexual attraction settings, she wants risk. She loves the thrill of it. She wants the danger of it. It makes it more memorable for her. It makes a whole lot of sense for her to her. She's obsessed with that bad boy that ignores her call, her text. She's constantly chasing him. She's obsessed with him. You really think that kind of guy cares about her? She knows, but she's still obsessed with him because this is the person she feels this sexual attraction for. She knows that he's unpredictable. Unlike you, you're already planning your future with her. You're already planning a lot of things with her. But this particular man, she knows that he is not predictable. Anything can happen. She's not sure of where the relationship can go. She's not sure of the future with him because he barely talks to her sometimes. Sometimes he gives her attention, especially when he wants to have sex with her. So she's not sure. That is why she gives him everything. She gives him her body, her resources, and everything so that she can find that certainty. But in the end, she won't find that certainty with that man because he's a very, very unpredictable person. She gives everything just to find that certainty, that sureness, that assurance that this guy is going to, you know, plan future with me. But in the end, she does not get that certainty from that man. She doesn't. Number six, romantic attraction forgives mediocrity in bed. If she is romantically attracted to you, she's going to tolerate bad sex. She's not going to care that you last 5 seconds. She's not going to care about that. Because that is not your role in her life. Your role in her life is to provide. And as long as you are doing that, she doesn't care if you last 5 seconds, she doesn't care if you last, 2 seconds. She's not going to complain. And even if she complains, it's just going to be just little. You know, she's not making a big deal of it. Because in the end, what you are there for is to provide her with that stability. And when you are going to start having issues with her is when that stability is no longer there. You're no longer providing that stability. You're no longer providing, for her. You're not giving her that stability. Your resources are being, they are diminishing. That is when you start having issues with her because your role in her life, you are no longer fulfilling it. She doesn't complain if the sex is bad because your job is to provide, and she has another man, that is giving her the best sex ever and makes her pussy tingles. That is not you. That is not your role. It is that man. When she wants the best sex, she goes to that man, not you. Number seven, romantic attraction grows slowly. In a romantic attraction or dynamics, I am so certain of something. She was never interested in you at first. She starts developing those feelings or those, likeness for you over the years, over time. It took her a lot of time for her to be convinced that, and for her to get to that conviction level, it is because you were consistently, you know, showing up for her. You were consistent in your gifting, in your caring, in your attention, in your resources giving. You know, you proved to her over time that you are a man that can provide her with security. And that is why she eventually fell for you. Over the time, you proved to her that you are a man that she can put in that provider box. And that is why she eventually gave in. But in a sexual attraction, the moment you walk in, the moment she lays her eyes on you, she instantly knows that this is the man I want to have sex with. You will hear ladies hear that the first 3 seconds she's meeting you, she already knows if you are going to hit or not. Now, what she meant is that in the very first 3 seconds, she knows that this is the man my body wants. This is the man my body craves. In her first 3 seconds interaction with you, she already knows that no, this is the man. But if she's telling you that she developed feelings for you over the years, over time, it could have taken months, it could have taken weeks, but she tells you that she grew that feeling for you. If you check the dynamics, if you check what really happened, you will see that it is because you were consistent, you know, with your resources giving, you were consistent with your attention, you were consistent with, proving to her that you are the one for her. And these things made her to put you in that provider box. And she had no other choice than to accept you. You are the one giving her that stability and that security. And she feels safe. She eventually felt safe around you. And that is why she's with you. 8. Romantic attraction can be negotiated. In a romantic attraction dynamic, you can over time convince this girl that you love her and she's going to eventually fall for you. She's going to fall for you because of the consistency, because of the loyalty you were providing. Now, what I meant by that is you can make a girl fall in love with you romantically over time through your gifting, your loyalty, you know, the security you provide her. She feels safe around you over time. So it is safe and it makes sense for her to eventually fall for you. But in a sexual attraction, it can never be convinced into existence. You can never make her feel these things for you. It cannot happen. Is it that she feels it for you the instant she met you or not? You can't buy your way through it. You can't convince her to make you see you in that light. Even if you give her $20 million, if you give her $20 million, she's going to put you in the provider box. She's going to see you romantically. It's never going to be sexually. So it's either she feels it for you instantly, it's either she feels it for you immediately you guys met, or any other thing else is going to be romantic love she's going to be showing you. Number 9, romantic attraction is public. If she constantly shows you off to her friends, her family, to everybody, she posts you on Instagram, it makes sense for her to do these things for you because you are in the provider box. She's happy to be with you. The status you provide her, the stability you provide her, she's happy to show you off, to people, to let people know that this man gives me stability, gives me happiness, he makes me happy, he provides for me. This is the man of my dreams, you know, because you are in the provider box. You are the one that is giving her the easy life. So it naturally makes sense for her to do these things for you. When you see these things, don't be happy, my man. You know, don't be so happy that she posts you on her Instagram page. She does these things for you. She shows you off proudly. Do not be happy that she's doing these things because she's doing that because she loves you romantically. You know, the attraction she feels for you is a romantic one, and it makes sense for her to do these things for you because you are the one that is giving her that security. You are the one that is giving her that easy life. So she's proud of showing you off. But if you flip the switch and let's go to a romantic attraction settings, she's not going to, in fact, most cases, she's never going to show you off because you are that man that her parents are warning her against. You are that man that her friends are warning her against not to follow. So why would she show you off? She does these things in secret with you. She She meets you in private settings, in hotels, to go and have that best sex with you. She's never going to show you off, because once she does that, people are going to bash her, because they've warned her for to not follow those kind of men that is going to break her heart. The number 10 is romantic attraction lives in long-term relationships. The reason for this is romantic love, it is marriage fuel, while sexual attraction is lust fuel. Sexual attraction burns hot and fast. In a romantic attraction, she's constantly planning her life with you. She's constantly planning the future with you. She's talking about, retirement, the kids. But in a sexual attraction, those topics are not brought up. And most romantic attractions, they last a long time. They last for over the years because of the stability that is always in it, the peace. Why in a sexual attraction, it's mostly lasts for few months, because by then she's already coming back to her senses that you are not a man for her. This man is going to ruin her. Why? Because she's completely vulnerable with you. She gives you her body to do anyhow, and then in the end she comes back to her senses that this man is going to ruin me if I continue like this. She starts thinking long term, which is stability. 11 is romantic attraction is about what you give. In a romantic attraction, she is happy that you spend on her. It is often depending on what you do for her, the things you provide her with, the life you can afford her, those things that you do for her. But when it comes to a sexual attraction, those things do not matter. In fact, if anybody is spending, it is her that is spending on you. If anybody is to spend, she is the one to spend her resources on you. Those resources she collects from man that she's romantically involved with, she spend them on you because she's drawn to you sexually. And what she really needs from you is that sexual energy. She doesn't really care about those dinner dates, those expensive dinner dates. She doesn't care about those flowers and those, expensive dates and all of that. She doesn't care about that. What she just wants from you is you. She just wants you alone, you and your body. She's sexually drawn to you. The 12th one is romantic attraction is marriage fuel, while sexual attraction is cheating fuel. Now, it is simple. Romantic attraction, she's drawn to you because of the companionship. She's drawn to you because of the stability, because of the love, because of what the life you give her. So it really makes sense for her to plan her long-term life with you. But in a sexual attraction, she risks that marriage, that long-term marriage, where she has had 3 kids, with this man she's romantically involved with. She risks everything that that marriage offers just to be with you, just to be with that guy that she's sexually drawn to. Why do you think this thing happened? Because to him, she's sexually drawn to him. So her body craves him. Her body naturally just craves him. You know, she tells him that we are not supposed to be doing these things, but she does it anyway. She gives him the best sex. And this is why you see that, as a man, if you find out that your wife has cheated on you before, or your girlfriend has cheated on you before, and you really did everything for her, you should know that that man she cheated on you with is the man that she's sexually drawn to. I mean, you provide everything for her, so it makes sense for her to stick with you, right? But she cheated. Why? Because that man she's sexually drawn to, it is based off energy, the sexual energy she feels for him, and she doesn't feel it for you. And that is why she keeps telling you that she doesn't like sex. She tells you that she's too tired to have sex. But when she's with that man, she never mentioned these things. That man sees her as a very white girl. He has seen that white side of her. But you are never going to see that white side of her. Because to you, you are the calm, loving husband or the calm, loving boyfriend. So, and you are planning long-term life with you. She doesn't want you to see her as a whole. She's never going to show you that whole face, that whole side of her. She's never going to show you. So, as a man, if you find out that your wife or your girlfriend cheats on you, you cannot afford, you can't afford to take her back. You doing so, you're proving to her that you're a very weak man. And this thing is going to make her do it again. You're proving to her that if, despite the fact that you can give her that stable life and stability, she can still go out there and look for man that she's sexually drawn to and do those nasty things that you are begging her to do for you. Those things you're constantly begging her to do for you, and she's telling you that she's tired, she doesn't like sex. She makes you believe that sex is a chore, it is a duty, she doesn't like it. It's a huge big lie. When the lady is constantly telling you that sex is a duty, is a chore, she doesn't like it, she's not lying. She doesn't like it with you. If she tells you that she doesn't like it, she doesn't like it with you. That's what she meant. When she says, I don't like sex, hard with me. Simple. So when you find out that she has cheated on you despite everything you've done for her, just know that she gave the best of her best to that guy. And it doesn't make sense for you to continue with that kind of lady because she has never shown you that best side of her, and she has given him that best of her for nothing. He probably literally did nothing. Those guys don't spend on her. You are the one doing the spending. She's even using your resources to finance some of those outings. So never ever never ever accept her back. Never will you ever accept her back. If not, you will only have yourself to blame. So if you've still till this part of this video, I'll be dropping that powerful tip that I said I'm going to drop in the beginning of this video. I know every man wants their girlfriend to be a sexual freak for who them, their girlfriend or their wives to be a sexual freak for them and not anybody else. To everybody else, she should be a saint, but to you, she should be that you know, that your sex freak. But that is not the case for most of these men out there because most of them they are involved with ladies that are romantically drawn to them and not sexually drawn to them. So if you are part of those men and you want to experience this other side of lady, of your woman, you want her to be that sex freak you've been begging her to be. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's your girlfriend or that your wife that she sees you in that light. She sees you as, you know, the attraction she feels for you is that romantic attraction. She can never change it. She can never change it. She can never feel that raw sexual attraction for you. It is not possible. She never felt it the moment she saw you. She only grew her feelings for you because you proved to her over the years that yes, you tick that provider box. So no matter what you do, you can't. So I will advise you to, if you're still, if it is in a girlfriend stage, I will advise that you will look for a girl because she's still your girlfriend. You guys are not locked in married yet. You cannot afford to continue with that kind of girl. You have to be with a girl that is ready to give you the best of her best. You just need to go out there and look for ladies that are sexually drawn to you, and that way you can have the best of them. Don't joke with this tip. Do not joke with this powerful tip. Don't. See you in the next video.